Hey y'all, how's it going? My name is Kelsey K, otherwise known as Kelsey K MUA, and I wanted to thank you so much for being here today. So today we are going to be doing a nice bright summer look. I have some of my favorites here. I have the Sweet Talk palette from ColourPop. Oh, I love this eyeshadow palette. It is super shimmery. I love the colors. They're beautiful warm tones, perfect for spring and summertime, just absolutely freaking gorgeous. So we're gonna be playing around with that today. I also have a couple tips and tricks to kind of help your makeup stay a little bit longer throughout the day. Also, color correction, because my cheeks are so freaking pink today because I was just sitting out in the sun. I was wearing SPF sunscreen protection. However, my face does still tend to get really red when I'm outside, if my skin is just hot, whatever the case may be. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right on into that and get started. Okay, so first going to be starting off today with color correction. So today I'm going to be using the NYX Studio Color Corrector in the shade green. Green is going to tone down red. So if your cheeks are extremely pink like mine, what you can do is take 3 dabs there, and what I do is, actually I'm going to use a different brush. I'm going to use a buffing brush. Do that. And really just buff that here into the skin. Now, you do not want to use too much color corrector because if you do, you are going to look gray. I definitely made that mistake once, and I had a coworker who was like, your face looks kind of gray, and I was like, oh my gosh, why? So we're going to go ahead and just get started with primer. Today for primer, I am using the Covergirl. This is the Trublend Base Business Pore Minimizing Primer. I absolutely adore this because I really think it does a fantastic job of filling in my pores right here. Right here on either side of my nose, my pores are huge. We're talking Grand Canyon huge. It's scary. So being really careful not to disturb any of that color correction that we did under the primer. I'm just going to go ahead and lightly tap that. Tap the primer on top. And then kind of work it in everywhere else. Oh, I'm going to pin my bangs back because this is just going to get annoying. Okay, hair's back. So today for foundation, I'm actually going to also take the Covergirl Trublend Matte Made Foundation. This is probably some of my most loved / repurchased type facial items here too, because I literally am now at this point where I have to swirl around the dipstick in the pump and just kind of roll it here onto my face. This, I don't recommend anybody else doing this, but sometimes I am a little bit more tan than I normally am. Anybody who has known me for my entire life has known that I'm just, during the winter time, I get sickly pale. It's to a point where people will ask me, unless I'm wearing a bunch of bronzer, they'll be like, are you okay? Are you... do you need to go to the doctor? And I'm like, no, guys, I'm just Irish. I'm sorry. Gosh. I'm sorry. I'm just being really overdramatic. But if you also know me, you know that I'm also just an overdramatic person. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this all in. Okay, and now the reason why I have chosen this foundation as my perfect summertime foundation is because it's light, it still looks skin-like, it's absolutely beautiful. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is 100% sweat-proof because I just I sweat all in the face. It's terrible. But now I'm going to be applying the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. I love this concealer because it's light, it's fluffy, it goes great here on top of foundation. You can also wear under foundation to help conceal breakouts. It's great at brightening. I have the shade Ivory, and it's just really, really nice and light. You don't have to press too hard onto the skin to disturb any of the makeup underneath. I don't think I have this cranked up enough. I think I'm gonna get way too much now. Oh yeah, there we go, don't you know? Guys, I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me today. Oh well. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in. Okay, so now that that's all blended in, I'm going to go ahead and take the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Translucent Powder. Actually, I don't even think it's translucent. It's loose finishing powder. I'm so sorry. I have the shade 5 Fair. I'm going to go ahead and dip my beauty sponge into that. And normally I would take a brush to initially go in with my powder and then maybe use my sponge around my T-zone area where I'm a little bit more oily. But because it is a little bit warmer outside. We finally got some sunshine today, Michigan. OMG. Would you believe it? Oh my gosh. I'm so excited that the sun is finally out today. It's warm. It's sunny and 75. That's why I spent a couple hours outside today just enjoying soaking up that vitamin D, because the gloomy, rainy summer that we've had so far is Mother Nature. Give me a call. We gotta have a chat, okay? So, not happy with Mother Nature right now. Okay. So next for bronzer, I am going to go ahead and use, this is a really, really sad bronzer, but I love it so much. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Bronze bronzer, and as you can see, she has been so well loved. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I tag this in my picture every single time I use it. She is so well loved. We're just going to go ahead and start with a light summery contour. Just kind of quickly over the nose. I don't usually contour my nose. I mean, because I don't really feel the need to. I mean, I don't feel like my nose is abnormally wide, so I feel the need to want to slim it down with contouring, but I don't know. Don't make me self-conscious, okay? I'm sorry, that was really over dramatic too. Ooh, actually, you know what? I want to use this bronzer too. So here is another one of my most loved beauty items too when it comes to bronzers. This is the Physicians Formula powder palette with the Mineral Glow Pearls in the shade Bronze Pearl. She has also been well loved. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this bronzer and just kind of use it more up towards where almost where my highlight will be, because I want to get a little bit more of that nice summery glow, more where you want to, almost like strobing. So if you don't know what strobing is where you pretty much don't necessarily put an intense highlight in one spot. You'll put a little bit of glow kind of a little bit everywhere, so then you look dewy and sexy and like you just stepped out of a pool, or some sort of, you just stepped out of a magazine. And I'm down for that. I'm always down for looking like I just stepped out of a magazine. Okay, I'm just kind of buffing that all in. And then if you feel like in some places a little bit too dark, like right here I can see that's just a little bit too dark, a little bit too bronzy, you can go ahead and use your damp beauty sponge and just kind of soak up any little extra bit of that bronze. Okay, looking good. Next up for brows, of course, going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. And just going to spoolie up these brows. The reason why I spoolie my brows first is to make sure that I get a good shape. I want to make sure that I see where every one of my brow hairs is, so then I'm not making a line where my brow shouldn't be. The trick to using this pomade in the summertime to prevent your brows from falling off your face or from melting off your face. Sometimes I'll use powder in the summer. However, with this pomade, I don't feel the need to, because I don't feel like it's super heavy in the technique that I use it in. Now, however, there are the many diverse things about this pomade is that you can either use it super, super dense and dramatic, or you can do it very, very light and naturally. It just depends on your preference and what you like your brows to look like. Okay, so now that those brows are all nice and on, we are going to go ahead and jump right into the brow gel. I couldn't think of the word. What is this stuff again? Yes, so brow gel. So for brow gel today, I am going to be using this. I'm really sad because this is a discontinued product, and I'm really sad because it was actually really good. This was the Victoria's Secret Brow or Never Clear Brow Gel. And so I'm just going to go ahead and quickly just run this through the brow hair just to keep my brows in place. Simple, quick, easy. I had never really used a brow gel before. I had never really tried one before. But as soon as I tried one, I was like, mind blown. Okay, so next up for eye primer, I am going to go ahead and use that Arbonne eyeshadow primer. Popping that on my finger, rubbing my fingers together. And then using my damp beauty sponge to blend it out. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm really excited because I absolutely adore this ColourPop Sweet Talk palette, and it's absolutely fantastic. I am going to take my first shade that I'm going to be taking in the palette today is this yellow shade right here, Work It. Ooh, here, I forgot to zoom in. Hold on. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to be taking this yellow shade right here in the palette called Work It.
Yeah.
Okay, so the yellow is on. This is what we were using as our transition shade today. I do tend to like to work this shadow all the way up to the brow, just so that then there's no empty space. And then on a slightly smaller brush, I'm going to be going ahead and taking this shade right here in the palette called Dream Maker. And keeping that tucked in a little bit closer to the crease. Okay, so next I'm going to be taking that same brush and taking this shade right here in the palette. This one is called Garden Date, and I'm going to keep that just on the outer half of the eye. Just really going to go ahead and blend that in. We're going to be doing something nice and summery. Okay, so next on my finger, I'm going to go ahead and take the shade right here, this glittery shade here in the palette called Early Morning. Like, look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, it's like straight glitter. Oh, it's so pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and use that on the inner third of my eye. Ah, this makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, do you see that glitter? Oh, I'm so happy right now. Oh, I love a nice like summery glitter. Just so pretty. I'm so excited. Oh, I love glitter. I love glitter so much. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and smoke out that lower lash line, and then I will be right back. Okay, so now that I am done smoking out that lower lash line, I am going to go ahead and take a shade here from the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill. This is the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I am going to go ahead and take on a small flat packing brush, I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here called Guilt Trip. And I'm going to pop that right here on the inner corner. Now I'm also going to mix the white shade right here. This one here is called VIP. I'm going to mix that with that same Guilt Trip shade. And I'm going to pop that here on the brow bone. Okay, perfect. So next for eyeliner, I am going to be using the Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner. I love this because look at the tip on this bad boy. Like, super precise and sharp. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. Okay, there we go. I'm so sorry that it takes me so long to do my eyeliner, but I would rather have it take me like 5 minutes to do one eye than walk around looking like like that penguin eyeliner meme. No, not doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and touch up a little bit of the eyeshadow and we'll be right back to finish with mascara. Okay, y'all, so I went ahead and just did my mascara off camera because I was like, do you really want to see me doing this face for 5 minutes? Didn't think so. Well, I don't know, maybe some of you might, but that's just because you love me. So today for mascara, I just went ahead and used the waterproof L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. This is one of like my favorite mascaras probably on the planet. I love the brush, I love the wand. It's very, very nice at getting each and individual lash. And this is the waterproof formula, so this is one of those ones that'll be nice for the summertime. So if you're going to the pool, I mean, I'm one of those girls that I love to frolic around in the water. Like, I'm not the beach bum. I'm not gonna sit there for 5 million years with nothing to do. I'm out there running around. So if I'm going to the beach, typically I'm not wearing nearly this much makeup because I know that it's just gonna be at my chin by the time I leave. So moving on to highlight. Whew, this is my favorite part. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out so you can see a little bit more of like my chestular area. Oh, okay. So today for glow, I am actually going to be using this BH Cosmetics Desert Oasis palette. I love this palette. It is so freaking pretty, and I love that this is both like almost like a contour and highlight slash eyeshadow palette too. And these shimmer shades are just absolutely fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these three. So we have Serenity, Bliss, and Mirage. Here's Serenity. Oh my god, I didn't have anything on that finger. Oh my god, I'm like, where's the glow? So here is Serenity. So Serenity is right here. There we go. So Serenity, and then Bliss. Oh, so pretty. And then Mirage. Like they're almost like liquid metal. They're so, so nice. Like really, really pretty and reflective. So I'm actually probably gonna be using a combination of all of these to do my body highlight today. So I'm gonna go ahead and take probably the shade Bliss, and I'm actually gonna mix it with another shade in the palette right here called Utopia. So I'm gonna mix those two together. Ooh. Oh, that's so pretty. Good, yay. Okay, I was really excited because I was like, I really hope this isn't gonna be too dark and it's not gonna be too light either. I wanted just like very like golden. And I'm actually gonna strobe a little bit with this too, which means I'm gonna put it a little bit of everywhere because I want that nice like summery glow all over. But just kind of like with whatever is the remaining amount on the brush. My cheek looks like it's on fire, but also wet all at the same time. Did I just step out of a pool? Did I just step out of a Venus magazine? You'll never know. But because I am extra, I am going to be putting a little bit extra highlight here on my nose. My mom said once, she was like, your nose highlight makes you look like there's a light bulb on your nose. And I'm like, thanks, Mom. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoot a little bit further back so you can see a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and like bring my clavicles forward, even though this is totally not normal for me because I'm a little bit chunkier, so my clavicles don't usually show. But like if I do this, they show, so I just wanna go ahead and take advantage of the fact that you can see them now. Ha! I actually had lost, collectively between me and my husband, we've both lost at least 30 pounds each. Luke has actually lost closer to 50 pounds. And so I'm super, super proud of him. We've just been making better choices, drinking more water, not eating nearly as much junk food. When we first moved in together, it was like cookies and cake and Doritos and we're gonna make spaghetti and just all kinds of really, really unhealthy choices that you think that you're making the right choices when you first get there. But after a while, it's just like, oh, we probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish off with lips. So today I'm going to be using the NYX lip liner in the shade Rose. is way more pink on camera than it is in person too, just so you know. I can see it right here. I'm just like, oh my god, that looks so pink. But I promise you it's not as pink. However, I am going to go ahead and put on a layer of gloss. This is the Victoria's Secret Get Glossed in the shade Peekaboo. These are also really nice glosses too. Like, Victoria's Secret has really nice lip products. And again, guys, total disclaimer, I do work for Victoria's Secret. I am a Victoria's Secret associate. However, I do not get paid for saying these things on camera. I do not get any type of recognition from the company or from my bosses, whatever, for putting Victoria's Secret products on my channel. I mean, I simply like them and I use them because I like them. I'm not going to sit here and use a whole bunch of products and tell people to use a bunch of stuff if I think that it's poo. I mean, what's the point of that? Okay, guys, I think that we are just about done here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this little clip out of my hair, and I don't know whether I want to put like a flower in my hair today. I have like a whole bunch of little like clip-in flowers that I might want to put in there. Maybe? Yes? No? I don't know. Okay, well guys, thank you so much for being here today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my nice little summer glow, like this beautiful eye look. I really like the way that this came out too. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and so you can see more videos of me doing stuff like this. I promise I do want to do a business video coming up about body language. I had actually watched a TED Talk a couple months ago in school, and so I'm really excited to share some of that information and how I applied her message to my life and how it's really changed me and my experiences so far. So I will see you in the next one.